Alright guys, it's Coach Baker again, and this time we're going to talk about cutoff responsibilities. This time we've got a runner on first base. And again, just remember that the whole point of the cutoff responsibilities is to get the ball in from the outfield back to the infield as quickly as we can and in front of the lead runner. It'll make a lot more sense if you just have that concept that you're trying to get the ball back into the infield in front of the lead runner. So with that in mind, we'll go through this again. Ball is hit to left field. Third base is going to be your shortstop's going to be your cutoff. Third base is going to be on the bag here. Second baseman will be covering the bag at second base. Your runner is going to be rounding, and you want to get the ball into the shortstop and then back into third base as quickly as you can, again keeping that ball in front of the runner. Pitcher is going to drift down to be a backup for any throw that's coming down from the left fielder. You're going to have your pitcher that's backing up that throw here, and the catcher may also be backing up the pitcher as well. Bottom line is that we don't want that ball going all the way to the backstop in that situation. We'll move to the next situation, which is now the ball is going to be hit to center field. On a single to center, your shortstop's going to be your cutoff. Again, center fielder is going to catch the ball. Third baseman will line up the shortstop. Second baseman is going to be covering the bag, and you're looking for a throw again from center field into shortstop and into third, keeping the ball in front of this runner now rounding second base. Pitcher again is going to be backing up third, except this time at this particular angle here, and left fielder may end up drifting down as well, just in case there's a bad throw or there's a play at third base and the ball gets kicked out into left field. So the left fielder is going to be moving down in that scenario. Let's move everybody back into position. The next option is ball is now hit to right field. Your shortstop is going to be your cutoff. Second baseman is going to be covering second base. Pitcher again is going to be coming back behind the third baseman, and now you're looking for a scenario where the ball coming in from right field down into the shortstop, who's then throwing the ball to third base. And that's the situation with runners on first base. Let's go ahead and move runners on second base, and let's just do that while we can. Here, where's my picture? There we go. Now we've got runners on second. It can be first and second as well. Doesn't really matter. We'll just leave the runner on second base for now, and we'll start the rotation. Ball's hit to left field. Third baseman now becomes your cutoff. Shortstop's going to be circling around and covering third base, so the ball's out here. Your runner is rounding third, and the ball needs to be coming in here. Again, we're trying to get that ball home as quickly as we can. It may be a situation where the left fielder is throwing the ball in. The catcher will be in the position to tell the third baseman whether to cut the ball off or not, particularly if you've got a runner at first base that may be getting over to second base. There may be an opportunity to get that runner there. But again, the ball is going to be coming in from left field to third base. Shortstop's going to be there covering the bag. In the event that the runner gets off the bag too far, you've got to play back here. Center fielder, well, the second baseman is going to be covering the bag here if there's a runner that was on first base, and let's just go ahead and put a runner out there. So now you've got a situation where you may end up with a cut where the ball comes into the third baseman, and there's a play now here at second base. The catcher will make that determination there. So that's the situation with the ball is hit into left field. Let's just go move this runner off here. This time the ball is now hit to center field. Let me get everybody straight. So a single to center field. It's going to be your first baseman now drifting down. Your pitcher is going to drift back to potentially prepare for a play at the plate. He's going to be backing up the catcher. Your first baseman is now your cutoff person, so your base runner here is now rounding third base. Second baseman is going to be coming down to cover first base. So we've got this situation where the base runner is now coming through. This is the classic situation of the base runner from second now rounding third base, and the ball now coming in to center field. The catcher again is going to make that call to the first baseman whether to cut or not, particularly if he sees the runner stopping at third base. And oftentimes first base coaches will direct the runner to go to second, particularly if he sees a ball coming in from center field with a lot of loft. But if our center fielder is handling the play correctly, he's going to have a straight line shot to the first baseman. The first baseman will be in position then to make a cut. Shortstop is now covering second base. He may be in a position to make a cut and possibly get the base runner or the actual batter out at first or second base. So again, it's going to be important that the catcher is very loud in that particular play to let the first baseman know when to cut off the ball and when to let it go through. And we'll go to a situation in right field. Where's my pitcher? Here we go. Ball is now hit out to right field. Again, in that particular situation, your first baseman is going to be your primary cutoff person. Again, we're trying to get that ball in from the outfield to be in front of the lead runner. So we're trying to get the ball from right field to home as quickly as we can. We'll go ahead and put this runner in motion here. First baseman is going to be your cutoff. Shortstop is going to cover second base. Second baseman is going to cover first base, and catcher will be directing the first baseman whether there's a cut or not. Your pitcher is coming behind the catcher, and again we got that ball coming in here. And if this batter, who's pretty happy that he thinks he's got an RBI, gets too far off the bag, the catcher's going to yell cut to the first baseman. The first baseman may actually see it and then get an out here at first base if the base runner goes back. So that is the situation where we've got a runner on second base.